In a world where consumerism reigns supreme, the practice of simplicity has become more important than ever. The Southeast Asian Moken boat people serve as a reminder of the power of simplicity in the face of disaster. As we become increasingly consumed by our possessions and desires, the need for simplicity has become essential. By acknowledging the toxic effects of consumerism and learning to differentiate what is truly valuable, we can find meaning and content in our daily lives. From packaged foods to packaged spirituality, we live in a world that pressures us to want more and more. However, the practice of simplicity offers a way out of the endless cycle of materialism and allows us to connect with what is truly important. In the classic love story of Eros and Psyche, Psyche's task of sorting through a huge pile of seeds is a metaphor for the clutter in our own lives. By learning to clean up both our inner and outer clutter, we can become more attuned to what is truly essential. Nature serves as a powerful teacher of simplicity, with the cycles of birth, death, and change reminding us of the beauty in what does not change over time. By returning to what is simple and unchanging, we can find a sense of peace and clarity in our increasingly complex world. The Moken people, the Southeast Asian boat people, have a way of life that reflects spiritual ecology in its purest form. They are a people with little property, carrying only what they need most in their boats. They do not have a word for care in their language. However, they have a rich collection of myths and stories about the seas, which enables them to survive the tsunami that hit their region in the past. While local fishermen were unaware of the disaster, the Moken people were cautious, noticing that the water came up to the entire beach and then receded far away. They remembered their stories and myths about what happens to the seas, so they took their boats into the deep water and survived the tsunami. This is an excellent example of how simplicity, mindfulness, and spirituality can save lives. It also highlights the need to reduce our attachment to material possessions and desires. Our modern culture is full of clutter, and we are constantly bombarded with distractions, which demand our attention and time. We are pressured to consume, to buy more and more, and we are conditioned to want more, to believe in the myth of continuous economic progress. This myth has become a monster that has destroyed our ecosystem, taking our money and life energy. It has polluted our consciousness with slogans and jingles, designed to manipulate and deceive us. We have become disconnected from the ingredients of our lives and are no longer aware of what is truly important. To counter this toxic flow, we must return to essential simplicity, to what we need, not what we think we want. Only then can we begin to listen to the music of life and attend to the inner and outer needs of the earth. We must learn to differentiate, clean up our inner and outer clutter, and figure out what is of value and what we really need. This is not an easy task, but as we pay attention and clear more space in our inner and outer lives, we become more attuned to what is needed and aware of the deceptions and false promises of unnecessary stuff. One of the ways to practice simplicity is to pay extra attention to our daily simple activities. We can start by being aware of our daily routines, such as getting out of bed, putting both feet on the floor, and standing up. We can be grateful for the water in the sink, for the oranges that made our juice, and for the milk in our coffee. We can drink slowly and appreciate our food, our family, the sun coming through the window, and the beauty we see in our partners or children. Simplicity is revealed slowly, in quiet moments, when we can see, feel, touch, and smell. We can move through the day with respect and openness, taking an honest inventory of our life, and looking at the things we have that are taking up time and space. Nature can also teach us about simplicity. We are students of simplicity by nature, and the way a tree grows toward the sun, the way a cat stretches by the fire, and the way the seasons come again and again can teach us the simplicity of what is. The essential nature of our own life, the cycle of birth, death, suffering and joy, and even liberation, also reflects this simplicity. We can make our lives complicated by how we relate to the struggle with death, the avoidance of suffering, and the pursuit of happiness and freedom. But that is our superordinate experience, not what it is. We can look for ways to adapt to the natural simplicity of life that underlies the complications of our human experience. In conclusion, simplicity is not just about reducing our material possessions or living a frugal life. It is about mindfulness, spirituality, and being attuned to what is truly important. In conclusion, the practice of simplicity is a spiritual ecology that can help us connect with our essential nature and the natural world around us. Our culture is caught up in unnecessary desires that lead to accumulation and a cluttered life. However, By learning to say no to these toxic flows and clearing out the clutter in our inner and outer lives, we can attune ourselves to what is truly important and needed. By paying attention to simple daily activities, taking an honest inventory of our lives, and learning from nature, we can cultivate mindfulness, gratitude, and a deeper appreciation for the beauty and simplicity of life. The Moken boat people's survival in the face of a tsunami serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of being fully mindful and present in our lives, and the value of simplicity in helping us achieve this. Ultimately, the practice of simplicity is a path to greater peace, clarity, and connection, both within ourselves and with the world around us. Thanks for watching. If you have more free time, you can check our other videos and enjoy life.